Hello Libra, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Libra is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider hitting the subscribe button, especially if this reading resonates with you. These readings are totally free. If there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Libra, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And a 10 of Pentacles. This is your best life. This is the picture of your best life, right? This is wealth. This is richness. This is fulfillment and satisfaction with the life that we've built. Okay, this is a very strong energy. This is a very profitable, very abundant energy that's entering your life. Okay, I think it's going to be a very prosperous time for you. Let's put this card into a little bit of context, okay? This is, well, it's your pets, your plants, your people. This is your idea of wealth. That is the good life, right? The successful life, and whatever that means to you. We've got a 10 of Wands. We've got the Chariot. We've got the Sun card. We've got a 10 of Cups. Look at that, 10, 10, and 10. Beautiful. And 3 of Pentacles. On the path of the Serpent, we have the 3 of Cups. We have an 8 of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fortune even, and a 6. Wow. Wow, you got the 3. You got the 3 and the 3 giving us the 6. You've got the 3 tens. Okay. And the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun. This is probably the best set of cards I've seen in a long time. I think that everything you apply yourself to, everything that you have been working toward, is going to be successful. Okay? I think that you're getting a big, like 2 thumbs up from the universe. That everything you've been working on is, you've been doing it for the right reasons. You've been putting in maximum effort, right? You have a goal that means something to you. You are in service to something higher than you. Okay? So you have a personal kind of meaningful goal. You have commitment. You have, I feel like you have a plan. You have the clarity of the Sun card kind of showing you how this needs to play out and what you need to do, always with that higher illumination so that you can see where you've made errors and where you could fix the errors, and you're really honest about what you're looking at. So you've got the plan and your ability to adapt and always be shining a light on yourself and on what you're doing. And you have the consistency. And I think this is going to be ultimate fulfillment for you. Let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set it down right here with our little horse, Mr. Ed, right there on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. Now, if at any point during this message, Libra, you have a guess as to what that card might be, put your prediction, put your intuitive hunch, down in the comments. Let's take a look around the room here. We've got 1, 2, 3 major arcana energies, again with the number 3. Right, number 3 is going to be a very important divine number for you. It is a divine feminine number. You have 1, 2, 3 major arcana energies. You have fire and fire. You've got water, water, water. No swords cards. No air energy. And you've got earth and earth. Okay. This is very, very nice. Yeah, gosh, there's no swords cards. First of all, there's no doubt in your mind. There's no questioning. There's no worry. There's no resistance. Everything that we see here is flow. Everything that we see here is commitment and connection and harmony and beauty, and even with the challenges that we face, right? Which is kind of part of our Eight of Wands here. In the position of your relationship with the environment, you're not looking at your problems and thinking, "Oh, woe is me." You're not looking at an obstacle or as a roadblock and thinking, "Oh, darn it," and starting, "Well, maybe it's not for me. Maybe I can't do it. Maybe I'm not worth." No, you're not doing any of that. You come up with a problem. You see something out in the world that needs to be done. You see a speed bump, a roadblock, a pothole, and you say, "How can I fix it? What do I need to do?" This is creative problem solving. It's not rumination. It's not lamentation. It's not weeping and wailing, right? It's how can I get it done? How can I get through this? How can I use my creative energy? How can I innovate? How can I be creative? Right? What tool do I have in my toolbox that I can pull out and apply to this, whatever's in front of me? You've really got the best energy right now, Libra. I'm so excited to have this reading for you. The 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands. Your life is going to be absolutely more than what you've dreamed for. Everything that you've been working toward is going to come to fruition. You have the right goals, the right approach, the right discipline, the right plan, the right tenacity. Okay? And everything is going to be, it's going to be fulfilled. And the fire in the earth, this is that spiritual electrical circuit of creation. That you're applying your intention, you're applying your will to something. You're taking the responsibility and saying, no one's going to do it for me. I'm not going to wait around for anybody else to come and build my best life for me. Everyone's working on their own best life, So we're taking responsibility and accountability. We're applying our energy consistently. We're saying if we want to build our best life, I've got to give it the time, the effort, attention, and or the money, right? I've got to put my work into it. I got to apply myself to this, and it's going to come to fruition. What you intend on building is going to get built. Okay? Absolutely stunning. So you have the right attitude. Okay? You have the right energy. This 10 of Wands energy. It's the responsibility. It's the commitment. You are applying yourself. You're not waiting for anybody else to come. You say, if I have some help along the way, then that is a blessing from the divine, right? That's the Wheel of Fortune. We're anticipating having to do everything ourselves and going into a situation thinking this is all on me. I've got to do everything. From the ground up, I got to do it. We go into it with that attitude, we're safe. Because then when the universe gives us a little extra, when the universe puts the right people, places, and things on our path, we feel like it's a blessing. Oh, I wasn't expecting that help. I'm already here, ready to do the work all by myself. The fact now that the universe is sending some helpers your way, right? It feels like a miracle, feels like a blessing. Yeah. And I think that's what's happening as well. I think the universe is putting a lot of good things in your path because you're not expecting them. Because you're not relying on them. Yeah. That you have the clarity, you have the foresight, you have the vision to know that, okay, this is my baby. This is something I've got to do. And if I work hard, then it's going to work. We're not expecting miracles. We're not expecting any kind of gift. We're not expecting anything to just come and land in our lap. But guess what? Something's coming and landing in your lap. For the very fact, for the very reason, because you're not expecting it. Because you're not relying on it. Okay? And I think that you're in service to something higher than you. You have a very meaningful goal, a meaningful quest, right? The Chariot is the energy that says we're on a journey. We're a knight of the Holy Grail. We're in service to something that is greater than we are. We're loyal and we are devoted to this, whatever this life that we're building. It's not just ego. It's not just the ego wants it. This is bigger. We're in service to our entire organism, in service to our true self. We are loyal to our family or community or friends or company or the universe as a whole. Okay? So it takes us beyond ourselves. We're in service to something that's just beyond ego consciousness. So you have the right kind of goals. And of course, you have the energy to apply to it. You have the vision and the foresight. You have the clarity of your vision. And you have the tenacity. You have the problem-solving skills. You have the right recipe for success right now. The right equation. Okay? And your sun card back here, it is that vision. Okay? It is the clarity. It tells me that you recognize the intricacies of things. That you don't have like just tunnel vision, where it's just like you just see one goal and there's like nothing else that influencing it. There's nothing else around, you know. You don't have that kind of, it's not like a laser beam of focus. I feel like you're able to perceive the bigger picture. You're able to perceive the entire system, all the moving parts, right? The sun is the center of the solar system and everything is sort of whirling around it, right? In this heliocentric vision of reality. And your vision is able to see everything, all the moving parts all at once. You're able to see in multiple dimensions, okay? So you can kind of see the plan. You can see the history. You can see how there, you know, something is kind of cascading down the causal chain from an unexpected place, and it's going to arrive right in front of you. And so you're able, I feel like you're able to sort of predict the future a little bit, you know? It's kind of like when you're driving in a car and you just kind of know that this other car over here is going to cut you off in about 3, 2, 1, and then they do it. It's because you're picking up on all the subtle vibrations, all the subtle clues, right? All the energy around you. Nothing is escaping your awareness. Even if our ego is not consciously like focused on everything, that we may be, you know, kind of, it's difficult for the ego to pay attention to more than like 1 or 2 things at a time, you know. But your perception is taking everything in. It's almost like you have a higher kind of solar or cosmic or divine, a spiritual perception that's able to look at everything. Look at you in relation to what you're doing and everything that's tumbling down the causal chain that's going to arrive on your doorstep. And so it really is this kind of the vision of the intricacies of things. You can see all the machinery that's at work. Yeah. And in a very simple way, I think that you went into this with your eyes wide open. You knew what you were getting into. You knew what it would take. You went into this saying, okay, I know what this is. I know how much work it's going to take. You know, and I'm doing it for the right reasons. I have the right motivation. I have the right devotion and loyalty. I'm committed. And I know it's going to be hard work. I know that I'm going to have to bust my butt. I know it's going to be an investment. You weren't blind, you know. You weren't ignorant. You weren't naive going into this phase of your life. And I think everything's paying off, right? We've got the 10 of Cups at the top here. This is satiety. This is satisfaction. This is an equal satisfaction. It's equal to the, you know, it's a 10 and a 10. So it's kind of like everything is going to, your effort is going to sort of cancel out the results. And what you're going to have is this third thing that gets created, which is just a fulfillment. It's going to be the goal to end all goals. It's going to be the ambition to end all ambition. You're going to get like all the marbles here, you know. This is really that a deeper satisfaction, a fulfillment of life. Because you got the right goals, the right attitude, the right vision, the right work ethic, you've got the right perseverance, you know, and the right sort of creative approach to things. This is the card that is, it's content. It's like things, I just want things to be good. You know, and I think that your 10 of Pentacles is not, it's not just, oh, I want a gazillion dollars. You know, no, because you want something like that and then you get it and you just want more. You get $1 million and you just want 2, then you want 20, and that's not it. I mean, money is important. We need that, right? But I think that your picture of your best life is different. I think it's money, but I think it's a lot of things. I think it's pets, plants, people. I think it's connections. It's context more than it is content. Yeah. And so this is a card that is it's kind of like everything's just good. Why can't things just be good? Why can't I just be content? Why can't I be satisfied and fulfilled? Well, I think you're going to be. It's a card that doesn't want anything else. It's saying I've achieved my goals and I don't need to strive. This card isn't about striving. It's not about ambition. It's not about working hard. It's not about having desires and fulfilling the desires. It's not about any kind of active striving or force or an outgoing energy. It's just a being. This might be a human doing, right? But this is the human being. This is us just living in this life and thinking, in this moment, everything is good. I don't need to strive for anything. I don't need to want anything. Things are just good. And I feel like that maybe is the definition of our best life. The best life isn't one where, every minute of every day is occupied by an intense purpose and a striving and an ambition. It might just be those moments where, to at least, I don't know, maybe it's 1 minute a day, right? Or maybe it's to have a whole day where I can just bask in that feeling of everything's just good. I feel healthy. I feel like I'm healing. I feel like things are calm and peaceful. I feel alive. I feel love. I feel beauty. I feel bounty. I feel abundant. Things are just good. Plain and simple. I don't need anything else. Oh, it'd be good if I had this. It would be good if I had that. No, it's just, things are just good, And I think this is your hope. This is your feeling. Because without this feeling, this would be an empty goal. The pentacles would be empty shells if it weren't for the water energy. Right? These are, the cups cards, sure, but this is water. This is earth. The earth will be empty and dry if it didn't have the water. And of course, the water would have nowhere to go. It wouldn't be manifested if it weren't for the water. I mean, the earth, right? They need each other. You've got to build the life, and you've got to indwell it with that satisfaction. You have to like, well, let's say you're the potter at the potter's wheel. You got to do the clay. You got to mold the bowl, the cup. You've got to fashion the vessel, and then you got to fill it with the water. Otherwise, where's the water going to grow? Where's it going to? It's going to spill all over the place, right? And if you have that bowl, you have that vessel that you've crafted, but it's just, there's no value in the clay itself. It's just borrowed dust, right? What really is significant for you is the feeling. You can build the house, but it's nothing. It has no meaning or no value, no significance until it's filled with life, until your family's there, until you put your pets, your plants, and your people inside of that house, And that's kind of the relationship between the water energy and the earth energy. And I think very often we're on this path of striving to build things, to have things, to do things, to accomplish our goals. But what does that lead to? 3 of Pentacles. Leads to more work, right? I have a 10 and a 10. I have my intention. To me, this is a workaholic energy because it doesn't lead to satisfaction. It leads directly to more work. The more I strive, the more I accomplish, the more I have to strive so that I can accomplish more. Okay, so it just leads to more and more work. But you've got the 10 of Cups up here. So I feel like you've discovered some sort of a secret here. Or you're achieving something, and maybe it's because you have a goal beyond just that. Like you've thought it through. You've had the vision that that this isn't just about sort of reaching some arbitrary number, because I'm not going to be satisfied with that. It's like a kid who gets a toy, begs and begs and begs for the toy, gets the toy. I want another toy. This is the goal that kind of ends all goals, right? This is the real goal. All of this is just the means of creating the vessel that can contain your true fulfillment. And again, it's kind of a recipe where you've got the right types of goals, you've got the right loyalty and commitment, It's something outside of yourself. You've got the right vision, the right plan. You've got the right hardworking attitude. You've got the right energy. You got the right work ethic. You know, you're not expecting miracles. You're not expecting charity. You're not expecting handouts. And all these things together are combining to really give you this best life and this ultimate fulfillment. It's really glorious. Path of the Serpent, let's talk about this. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. These readings are totally free. The Three of Cups is this feeling of abundance inside of us. It's kind of like saying, even if you didn't have this work or this project or this goal in mind, if you didn't have any of this ambition, how would you feel? Would you feel like you had enough? Would you feel like life is still okay? You know, we're operating from a place of abundance, and it's kind of like the old alchemical axiom: to make gold, you must first have gold. To have fulfillment, you must first be fulfilled. So, I feel like if we want abundance outside, we have to first cultivate that in our hearts. So the Three of Cups is a card of gratitude. It's a card of cultivating an inner abundance, an inner appreciation, and an inner gratitude, so that we can approach our work and our strivings and our building of our best life. We can approach our goals from the right original place, right? So we're doing this work, we're doing the 10, and we're getting the 10 of Cups. Over here, we are the Three of Cups, and we're doing the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so the striving that we're doing, it's a process that's kind of looping in on itself, and it's going inside out, right? It's that kind of that weird optical illusion where something just keeps like unfolding, you know. The goals that we are creating, the thing that we're building, is helping us to feel the to feel the water energy, to feel the satisfaction. But starting from a place already of satisfaction and of abundance is allowing us to do the actual work with the right attitude. You know? And it's almost an appreciation that we just get to be here doing work. You know, regardless of any of this. Yeah, we're going forward. In the immediate future, guess what? Is more work. And we know that. But this seems like a curse if we're not already operating from this place of gratitude and love and abundance. Because then now it feels like, oh, I got to go to work again tomorrow, you know? Whereas we feel fulfilled and satisfied in our life that, okay, I get to go to work tomorrow. It's going to be hard work. It's going to be struggle. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a lot of, maybe a lot of physical labor, or it's going to be stress. But I'm operating from this place of love. You know, and it's kind of like, I don't know, to me it feels like a spiritual experience. It feels like you've had some kind of experience. Maybe it's like a religious thing, or it's a spiritual thing, it's an epiphany, it's an enlightenment that's happened. We're operating from this place of love, rather from this place of kind of being stuck on this. This feels like a dead end cycle. But when we add in the satisfaction, the love, and the fulfillment, I think it changes something in us, you know. The Eight of Swords, or not Eight of Swords, the Eight of Swords is what I was going to talk about as being the opposite of this. Because the Eight of Wands is seeing a problem and just spontaneously approaching the problem, engaging with life without hesitation, knowing that I'll use whatever skill, whatever tool I need, I'll have it and I'll use it and I'll apply it. It'll be okay. The Eight of Swords, on the other hand, is we're seeing a problem and we're sort of stepping backwards. We're hesitating, saying, uh-oh, I don't know what to do. I got to ruminate on this. I got to think about this, you know. And it's kind of like we keep repeating the same thoughts and questions and thinking about things, unsure of what to do, not trusting ourselves, and we end up not doing anything. The Eight of Swords is too much mindfulness, too much thinking. It becomes self-conscious. It becomes anxiety, it becomes worry. It becomes paralysis, where this is more action, less thinking, right? This is kind of like, I'm just going to act, and I know that my body, my hands, my mind, my heart, my feet are going to move in the direction they need to, and I'm going to be able to deal with this thing, and sort of, you know, it's like driving a car. At first, maybe we need more thinking. because we have to say, okay, now I put my hand here and here. I put one foot on the brake. Okay, now shift, and then, okay, I got to turn. Oh, check the mirrors. And we're thinking of every little movement. But once we do it, once we get in the groove and we really learn what we're doing and we start to sort of, we reach that level of enlightenment about it, it becomes second nature. It becomes part of our true selves. And then we can trust that if something were to happen on the road, we see a bump in the road, my body's going to know how to respond and how to move the car. I don't have to, see like a big tumbleweed in the middle of the road and think, oh no, what do I do? What do I do? Do I slow down? Oh, where's the brake? Do I turn signal? Oh, mirror. We're already screwed, right? So it becomes second nature, and we trust ourselves that we are going to respond appropriately to whatever comes our way. And this gives us that inner peace kind of feeling, We're still very active. We're still realizing that, okay, it's a nail, I need a hammer. It's a screw, I need a screwdriver. But we're not, it's sort of, it's become a kind of a muscle memory, so-called. It's become an automatic process where we can trust our responses to the world, trust that we're going to deal with things outside of ourselves in a very appropriate way. Not in a self-conscious, worrying about what we're doing kind of way, but just letting it come forth from us. Trusting that we're going to adapt to the problem, we'll figure it out, and we don't have to overthink everything. Yeah. So this is really, really good. I like this card, especially here. It shows that we're not overthinking things. We're being natural, we're being spontaneous. Right? And that's usually an energy that's going to help us. Okay? And I think because of a lot of the self-reliance that we have here, you're getting a major boost from the universe. The Wheel of Fortune here is in the card, in the position of the difficulty or even the unwanted energy. We don't want luck. We don't want charity. I'm fully aware I'm going into this. This is my thing. And if I fail, it's on me. If I succeed, it's on me. I know that I have to be 100% responsible. I can't rely on anybody else. I can't expect anybody to come in and lift these weights for me. I'm at the gym. I got to do it. Right? And going into life with that attitude, I think is really like proving something to the universe, where the universe says, okay, Libra over there, they get an extra special dose of good luck, of good fortune, of green lights, because you're not expecting it. Because you go into it not thinking, I can only do this if I get some miracles, that you're fully relying on yourself. You're saying, this is all on me. I'm not expecting any special treatment. I'm going to earn this on my own merit. Okay. So that's part of this kind of work ethic. It's part of this expectation. I think as humans, we tend to kind of go into a difficult situation, or even just to go through life saying, okay, I'm gonna do the best I can, but if I get a little bit of help, if I get some kind of bonuses, then I'll be okay. And so we come to rely on these. We come to expect these. Okay, but the thing about the Wheel of Fortune is that it is just sort of, it's divine timing. We don't know. We don't know if today we're going to get an extra dose of good fortune. I'm going to get an extra scoop of ice cream, or if today my ice cream is going to get taken away. We don't know one day to the next if life is going to throw some really difficult things at me, or going to give me a lot of, they're going to lob the balls at me, or if I'm going to get a curveball or a fastball. We don't know. Okay? So if we go into life thinking, I'll be okay as long as I get some easy pitches, well, then we're setting ourselves up for a really rough time. But your energy here is saying, I'm going to go into life expecting the worst. I'm going to go into this situation or this era of time, and I'm going to expect nothing but curveballs. Okay? And then when the universe says, oh, wow, they're already ready for the curveballs, might as well just give them some easy pitches. Let me just lob some balls over there for them. And I think that it's important that we appreciate that. I think it's important that we that we're open to these, and we do accept these gifts from the universe when they show up. Again, this is the idea that, okay, look, you know what, I got to move my furniture. I'm moving to a new house, so this is all on me. I've got to do it. I'm not expecting anybody to help me. This is my thing. You know, I chose this. I'm doing it. I'm not going to expect anybody to come and save me, you know. And then we just start doing it, fully thinking it's going to take me all day, and I'm going to be worn out, but I can do it, you know. And then guess what? Oh, your friends are showing up spontaneously to help you. And, oh, well, yeah, come on. I'm not gonna turn you away, you know. And the Six of Cups there at the end, I think, is really part of the. It's the pleasure. It's really a satisfaction here. To me, that does feel like a community. It feels like it's a harmonious way of living in our lives. Yeah. I think the Three of Cups, the abundance that you feel is going to be matched by the universe, right? 3 plus the 3 giving us that 6. And the 6 is a card of community. The 6 is a card of saying, hey, we're all in it together. We all love each other. We're here. It's a harmonious flow. Yeah, it's a harmonious flow with life. Yeah. So it kind of feels like a dance, you know? And I like this energy. I think you're in for a real treat in life. I want to look at our mystery card. I kind of am feeling an Empress over here, which I think would be really nice. But again, we're not expecting it, right? If we get it, awesome. Icing on the cake. This might be a card of hardship. Yeah. Might be a card of the challenge that we're facing. Let's see what we have. The Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is someone who is learning, I think, like someone who's learning how to drive, you know? Somebody who's doing their very best to sort of train themselves in the right way. And so it's related to our fire energy here. I wonder if this is a bit of some kind of a new project or a new path that you just started. Because I feel like we're still in the training mode. We're trying to get everything to the level of muscle memory or that sort of automatic response. I feel like you're, I'm getting the feeling now that this has been a long time. That the energy's been here for a long time, but you kind of feel every day as like you feel a renewal. You feel a vitality every morning. This is maybe I've had the same job for 20 years, but every morning I wake up and I feel eager to get started. Every morning I feel excited, enthusiastic to wake up and go and see what the day has to offer me. This is somebody who's like getting their wand ready for the day, excited for what challenges the day will bring. You know, grateful, appreciative that I'm here to live another day and experience whatever the universe is throwing at me today. That's what I'm feeling. It feels like a newness every morning, but I think it's maybe like this is kind of how we've evolved into our life. This kind of, this kind of vitality. Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. We're going to do an extended reading as well. Okay. We'll do an I Ching hexagram. We'll do some oracle cards. There's a link up top. There's a link down below. New readings for Libra on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Be sure to watch both readings. If you haven't subscribed, please click the subscribe button, leave a comment, and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.